Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Wendy Chen. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in today's show, the Tzu Chi Foundation are getting ready to hold aid distributions around Taiwan to help the poor get through the cold winter. In China's Shandong province, love is blossoming in Qingdao City as local residents join Tzu Chi volunteers' ranks. And we find out the inspiration behind Dr. Patrick Ho-Asia's determination to stay in the Solomon Islands to serve his people. Beginning January 26th to February 3rd, the Tzu Chi Foundation will carry out 36 reunion banquets and winter aid distributions around the island to help 17,000 poor families get ready for the coming Chinese New Year. We start the first of our reports today in Penghu and Pingdong, where Tzu Chi volunteers are coming together to pack the aid supplies. But first, we go to the Tzu Chi Grandu grounds in Taipei and join volunteers and foundation staff as they get ready for the coming event. Here at Taipei's Tzu Chi Grandu grounds, helping put together the cardboard boxes are 3 elementary school students, with the youngest being only 7 years of age.
Coming here, I can help do something.
Despite having difficulty in his movement, a Tzu Chi care recipient, Mr. Yang, is also here to give a little of his love.
Seeing so many sisters giving selflessly, I'm really moved.
Among the volunteers are 40 Tzu Chi Foundation staff who set aside their busy work schedule to help put together over 700 relief packs.
In the blessings and wisdom bag, we are packing our love and sincere well wishes.
The preparation work held before the reunion banquet is a testimony to the love and care of all Tzu Chi volunteers and foundation staff. Wrapping 2 soaps with a towel before putting them in a bag, and then onto the next production line where grain powder and biscuits are being packed. 250 Pingdong Tzu Chi volunteers are packing winter aid supplies for their care recipients.
If you see cardboard boxes, then help stack them up.
The 3 brothers who receive after-school tutoring from Tzu Chi volunteers are seizing the opportunity to give, and these 2 little girls are also giving a helping hand. The girl's father, who's a dentist, is here with his family to help.
Before, we never got to know Tzu Chi, so through joining these activities, I understood the organization better. I don't know what to say, I just feel that it's so wonderful.
The 1,355 winter aid packs are filled with the love of volunteers as they hope to help those in need get through the cold days ahead. Four-year-old Chen Yisen can barely speak except for this word.
I think it is great that my child can grow up in this environment. It will help him see the good side of people.
A member of the public, Huang Shuyu, though just recovering from a back surgery, is also determined to do her share to make a difference.
I want to help so that these poor families can celebrate their Lunar New Year and receive blessings from all. These underprivileged families lack many things, so we are caring for them like our own family. Whether it is the reunion banquet or the aid supplies from the winter distribution, we want them to celebrate the Chinese New Year the way we do as well.
Apart from the 15 daily necessities, volunteers also include spring couplets in the aid packs so that their care recipients can celebrate the Lunar New Year in style. In Malaysia, local residents flocked to the first Tzu Chi Education Centre, which recently opened its doors to the public in Kota Kinabalu of Sabah. With courses filled with Tzu Chi's humanitarian spirit, over 60 residents eagerly signed up to learn.
Under the yoga teacher's instructions, students are learning how to keep their bodies healthy. In Kota Kinabalu, the newly opened Tzu Chi Education Center has been widely received by local residents.
This gives us an opportunity to continue to learn new things. We can spend time here as Tzu Chi is a good place to be.
The first Tzu Chi Education Center in Sabah State opened near the local Jinsu Books and Cafe. Courses offered vary between yoga,
cooking, calligraphy, and floral arrangement.
My younger sister likes flower arrangement and I like to paint. We can still come together to learn what we are each interested in.
The classroom themselves also attracted many residents to take a second look.
Mr. Zheng Yan says, education happens inside classrooms, learning happens in societies. In every course we have, we incorporate these aphorisms to inspire people.
By enrolling in courses and continuing to seek new knowledge, residents also take home a part of Tzu Chi with them.
In China's Shandong province, though most residents in Qingdao city came from well-off backgrounds, they're also willing to reach out to those less fortunate. And the establishment of the Tzu Chi Qingdao retreat has inspired local residents to join the Buddhist NGO.
Spouses walking the Tzu Chi path together make the road less lonely, and Tzu Chi is witness to this lifetime commitment.
The brothers and sisters here are our witnesses. I will love you for the rest of my life. Please marry me.
This solemn promise is not only to uphold marriage for a lifetime, but also to remain devoted to one's aspiration for a lifetime as well. On stage are 9 couples who are part of Qingdao's Tzu Chi family.
This is our Jingsi bookstore. This is where we store our volunteer uniforms. The number of volunteers are growing each day. Now we have over 100 people, so we have uniforms here for them to purchase.
On the 3rd floor of Tzu Chi's local retreat is a small yet beautiful Jingsi bookstore. The 2nd floor is the dining area and the 1st floor is the lobby. 2 days per week, volunteers will attend study groups here. And on this day, they were joined by a new face.
This is our Jingsi abode in Hualien. Master Zheng Yan lives here.
Only in her 2nd year in university, Xu Hao learned of Tzu Chi through DaAi TV.
There wasn't a Tzu Chi retreat in Qingdao before. I told a volunteer from Malaysia that I want to join Tzu Chi.
Xu Hao is not the only one who sought Tzu Chi out proactively. For Qian Yaling, this has also been a long-awaited moment.
There are truly so many kind-hearted people out there. They just don't know where to begin. Without an organization, without this team, they don't know how to start.
Since joining, these once inexperienced volunteers have begun to sense the joy in doing Tzu Chi.
At the start, we didn't have a clue, but we have found our footing in these 2 months. I feel wonderful, especially cooking. Everyone enjoys it.
Very few people in Qingdao are vegetarian, and there aren't any vegetarian restaurants available. But here at the retreat, volunteers can exchange cooking ideas with each other. Volunteers indulging in the dishes with a grateful heart leave the kitchen volunteers with a sense of accomplishment. Since the establishment of Tzu Chi's local retreat in February 2012, visits to the local nursing homes have kindled compassion in the hearts of many entrepreneurs, and the distribution in Lingyi City also gave rise to a troop of volunteers.
I hope that they will see 100 people certified this year. I think this feeling would be like discovering the first pot of gold for them, as the existence of Tzu Chi volunteers is important for the area.
Tzu Chi volunteer Qiu Yufen from eastern China not only sees the passion and motivation in these Qingdao volunteers, but also sees hope for the future full of Tzu Chi.
Staying in China, Tzu Chi volunteers carried out a series of scholarship aid programs for students in both Tianjin City and Laiyuan County of Hebei Province. Among the recipients was Ge Hailing, whose mother passed away a few years ago, and his father was unable to work following an injury. Despite their financial difficulty, Ge's father took out a loan to put his children through school.
On a foggy day, Tzu Chi volunteers traveled 2.5 hours from Tianjin City to arrive at the Yangjialou Middle School in Jing County, before spending another hour to get to Ge Hailing's house.
哇，这是第一学期的哈。
爸爸，
你把它贴起来。
没有，我都给经过钱了。
Ge Hailin's father became the sole breadwinner in the family after Ge's mother passed away a few years ago. Even though his family cannot make ends meet, his father decided to apply for a loan to support his son's schooling.
真好，我们这些志工也会常常来陪伴你。
好，
对呀，
谢谢你，都欢迎，谢谢。
不用担心哈，小朋友情境那么好，很快的，很快，我就会过去。对，好日子就来了。
Based on the aid list provided by Yangjialou Middle School, Tzu Chi volunteers carry out home visitations to survey the students' family conditions.
I am thankful for my father and my grandparents. My mom was sick. They raised me and my sister. It's really hard for them.
Also in Laiyuan County of Hebei Province, Tzu Chi volunteers give 80 students scholarship aid.
I am grateful for Tzu Chi's assistance. I'll put 100% of effort into my studies.
Tzu Chins from Tsinghua University are also there to teach the students how to practice recycling.
After this workshop, I'll share what I've learned with my classmates, and together we can protect our environment.
As these students are facing difficult times, Tzu Chi volunteers are by their side to help them improve for the better.
Every year during their winter breaks, Tzu Chins from all over Taiwan will return to their spiritual homeland in Hualien to attend training seminars. Among the Tzu Chins, some had to conquer physical disabilities, while others had to put aside family responsibilities to attend. Despite all obstacles, nothing stood their way.
Using vivid colors with each stroke of her paintbrush, Tzu Chin Ling Wanqi depicts her joy and her moving moments in Tzu Chi.
I hope everyone will pass on the torch of Tzu Chi generation after generation.
Unlike her flamboyant paintings, when Wanqi was little, her parents left to work in Vietnam. At 10, Wanqi stepped up as the family head, looking after her younger siblings. It was Master Zheng Yan's Dharma that helped her find her inner peace again.
The Dharma helped me open my heart. It gives me more strength when I face difficult circumstances at home.
Knowing it is a rare opportunity to hear Buddha Dharma in this lifetime, Tzu Chin Ye Xingyou cherishes each moment of self-cultivation. Despite her reduced mobility as a result of an accident, Xingyou still returned to Hualien and fulfilled her dream of taking refuge under Master Zheng Yan.
I can still walk. If I can still walk, I have to attend.
When she attended the Global Tzu Chi Day, she was in a wheelchair, so this time I helped her where I could. I couldn't let her go back with an empty cup.
Overcoming each hurdle, Tzu Chins return home with their hearts filled with the Dharma. With courage and determination, they promise to spread love and compassion to all those around them.
At every Tzu Chi seminar, one will find Tzu Chi media volunteers on the sidelines, recording the ins and outs of the event. At this year's annual Tzu Chi seminar in Hualien, 2 Tzu Chins, in addition to filming during the seminar, spent over a month before the start of the event to put together a film that the 300 or so participants would remember for a lifetime.
这个已经拍过了，这个金色部分我们都拍好了。
In order to put the perfect finishing touches on this year's Tzu Chi seminar, Tzu Chins Huang Sijia and Huang Chihui not only worked to capture every touching moment of the event, but also spent a month traveling between Su'ao and Hualien by train for extra footage.
When we came for preparation work before the seminar, we saw the rough draft of their video, and I was just amazed, because the master's ideas and spirit was all in there. They had done a perfect introduction.
As part of the video, the pair took 6 train rides between Su'ao and Hualien before finally getting the footage they wanted thanks to the help from the railway staff.
They explained to me which areas, which tunnel was the longest and where we could record.
We wanted to bring the ideal of how Tzu Chi Dharma and Jingsi lineage is closely related to each other in our video clips.
Thanks to their determination and despite their busy school schedules, the two volunteers created a work that not only changed the two for the better, but also moved all of those who saw it. According to WHO, there are 57 countries around the globe that are in serious need of medical personnel, with a total shortage of 4 million medical staff. One of the reasons is that many medical staff tend to leave their country to pursue a better work environment and higher salary. Today, in our series of feature reports on Out of the White Tower, we learn why Dr. Patrick Hoasia is determined to stay in the Solomon Islands to help his people.
Good morning. Good morning.
Early in the morning, everyone is ready to start their busy day. Cleaning medical equipment and checking medications, the medical staff here at the National Referral Hospital is getting ready for an international surgery.
Right now, I am wearing a surgical gown because very soon a knee replacement surgery will be performed by Taiwanese doctors and doctors from the Solomon Islands.
1, 2, 3, go.
We want to teach local doctors on how to perform a knee replacement surgery and how to prepare for any surgery. For example, they need to know what they should do before a surgery and what their roles are during a surgery.
As the Solomon Islands suffers from a shortage of qualified medical equipment and medical personnel, simple surgeries such as a knee replacement surgery had never been performed before in this country. Standing next to a Taiwanese doctor is Patrick Hoasia, who visited Taiwan a few months ago to learn from the doctors there. He hopes through collaboration with Taiwanese doctors, he can gain new knowledge, thus benefiting his people.
It's a good job to help people, really. But particularly doing orthopedic surgery is something that I thought that the area is neglected here. And so I thought someone need to take it up, and I find a lot of interest in it as well. So.
With the determination to help those in need, after graduating from medical school in Fiji, Patrick Hoasia traveled to Australia, where he received intensive medical training. Unlike many doctors that want to pursue better lives in developed countries, Patrick Hoasia decided to return to the Solomon Islands to help his people.
We are not too many in terms of the number of the population. You can see this ward. It's the bed that limits what should come in, and since I'm the only orthopedic surgeon here, the work is so overwhelming.
With his experiences from study abroad, Hoasia knows how much his country needs better medical care. Upon returning to the Solomon Islands, Patrick has become the most important orthopedic surgeon in the country. In fact, with his qualifications, he could pursue a better life in almost any country in the world. However, he insists on staying.
I think I can make more money outside, but what keeps me here is the people. And I have a lot to do, and when you see someone recovering from an injury, you feel better about it. At least they are here, they will see you tomorrow.
Despite the hard work and low wages, Hoasia has never surrendered, as he believes that one day the healthcare situation in the Solomon Islands will change for the better. Now, as the first ever knee replacement surgery in the Solomon Islands successfully comes to an end, Patrick sees a ray of hope.
This week has gone down in the history of this department and this hospital and in this country. It's history in the making. Oh, that's great.
Tomorrow, we will look into the changes of the Taiwanese doctors after their visits to the Solomon Islands to help local residents. Back to today's show in Taiwan's Taoyuan, where Tzu Chi volunteers helped one care recipient, Ms. Huang, clean up her home. As Huang's mother was staying in the hospital to treat depression, Tzu Chi volunteers seized the opportunity to assist Huang in removing unused items and help restore her house back to order.
Inside Ms. Huang's home, the kitchen is covered in dust. While studying out of town, Huang's mother, who suffers from depression, collects recyclables and takes them home.
She would collect recyclables and bring it back home, but she wouldn't use them. She would also bring back leftover food, and it really annoyed our neighbors.
Ms. Huang's mother is currently getting treatment in the hospital. To help, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to assist Huang to clean up her house.
I didn't expect this much help from Tzu Chi volunteers. They are really kind to me. I am very impressed and also feel thankful.
Besides Tzu Chi volunteers and the community volunteers, the township office also sends a garbage truck to help remove broken furniture.
Our Tzu Chi sisters brought second-hand furniture and kitchen utensils. We brought spring couplets to create an atmosphere of the Lunar New Year.
As volunteers help Huang clean up her house, they also hope that her mother will soon recover from depression.
Also in Taiwan, in Tainan's Yongkang district, we meet Xu Yuanfang, who at first joined Tzu Chi to kill time, but later became a certified volunteer. After Xu's father suddenly passed away, and seeing the devastation of the then 8/8 floods, his mother was inspired to become a certified volunteer as well.
At the year-end blessing ceremony held in the Yongkang district of Tainan City, Tzu Chi volunteers are putting on a short skit depicting how Xu Yuanfang and his mother found happiness and resolve in walking the Tzu Chi path.
When the 8/8 flood hit, I saw many blue and white-clad Tzu Chi volunteers who were helping in Lingbian Township. At that moment, I decided to devote the rest of my time to taking part in Tzu Chi's events.
The 8/8 floods devastated Xu's hometown, Lingbian Township of Pingdong County. Seeing Tzu Chi volunteers' unselfish dedication in helping the disaster survivors, Xu's mother, Yang Mulian, vowed to walk the Tzu Chi path. Xu has also learned much when doing volunteer work.
The suffering that I'm experiencing now is like what the scripture says. The worries are all arising from our thoughts. As a result, the cycle of bad karma never ends.
Master Zheng Yan once said, "It's fine if you're illiterate. What's important is that you can distinguish between right and wrong."
At the end of 2009, Yang Mulian followed his son to become a certified member of Tzu Chi. This mother and son pair are a model of what it means to put the Dharma in our hearts and hands.
As Guatemala was hit by a 7.4 magnitude earthquake last November, Tzu Chi volunteers have since carried out a series of disaster surveys and relief work. Recently, volunteers returned to the Department of St. Marcos to help 2,290 families who were affected by the tremor. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.